Hello students, welcome to Learning Management System on Basics of Electrical Power System 20E11T, introduced for first semester Diploma in Electrical and Electronics Engineering, an initiative by Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. Under Unit 4, which deals with biomass power, fuel cell and hybrid PV systems, in session 26, we will learn about bioenergy. After completion of this course or this session, the student will be able to understand what you mean by biomass, what are its sources, importance and the scope, and how the conversion process will take place, and then its applications or benefits, and then the biomass briquetting. So before we proceed with the session number 26, let us have a recap on session 25. Okay, in session 25, we learned about urban waste energy conversion. So we call that urban waste usually as a MSW, that is municipal solid waste. So how the municipal solid waste will be created? Either it may be created in the households. Okay, either it may be in the form of a dry waste, or in case of dry waste, you can say paper or leaves, littles, and all that, whatever that is available. And also, it may be a wet waste, okay, vegetables and thrown out, what we can call it as, or the used parts and all, or you can call fruits and all, whatever the fields of the fruits and all, we are going to have that. And then it may be from the multi-story buildings or from the commercial complexes, or it may be from the nearby industries, rejected goods or a packaging material, all that, whatever that will be there, that will be collected by the municipal corporations or a city corporations. They will collect them, dispose them, or usually we call them as dump in a large area. So it is a major problem in almost all the cities and all. So one of the solution was to convert that whatever the waste is there into an energy. Okay, that is what we have learned in the previous classes. That it can be converted into energy by incineration, that is ಭಸ್ಮ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಅದನ್ನ ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಸುಟ್ಟು ಹಾಕೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಅದನ್ನ ಫೈರ್ಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಬಂದಂತ ಎನರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನ we are going to convert that into steam, and then it is coupled with a electrical generator, so we will be able to produce electricity and all that. So whatever the left out is there, that will be around 10% or 20%. It will be very easy for us to dump. That was what we learned in the previous classes. In the today's class, that is session number 26, we learn about bioenergy. So what we are going to learn in this bioenergy? So we are going to learn about what are the different sources of bioenergy, ಏನೇನು ಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾವ ಬಯೋಎನರ್ಜಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಕಲಿಯೋಣಂತ. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಯೋಎನರ್ಜಿ, ಬಯೋಮಾಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಏನು ಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಅದ, ದೆನ್ ಹೌ ದ ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಏನೇನು ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸಸ್ ಅದಾವ, we will be going to learn about that processes. And then what are the benefits of biomass, ಏನೇನು ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾವ ಅದನ್ನ ಕಲಿಯೋಣಂತ. At the end of it, we will try to learn about what we can call biomass briquetting. And then after completion of this session, so we'll have a small test, that's a multiple choice question, so to understand the understanding level of a student of, okay, so that we will have in the last of it. So now, what is a biomass? So when I say bio means what? Biologically, whatever the organic material that is available, either it may be a plant, either it may be animal, either it may come from the fungi, that's a major source of what we can call it as research nowadays, or it may be from the bacteria. So these are the different things which are renewable also. Means to say, if you are taken, say first plants, if I say cut down the plants, if I again plant it, again they will grow. That is why we call them as a renewable sources. So renewable things, and then whatever the energy that what we are going to get from them, we call that as a bioenergy. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, bioenergy ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. Now biomass, it's a renewable energy because once you are going to use the plant, it can be, life can be renewed, or you can say you can able to again you can able to plant a new plant, and then you can utilize that for your new future. So this is renewable source of energy. And then what are the sources of biomass? ಏನೇನು sources ಬರ್ತಾವ? So we will discuss in detail, but just try to understand, just to classify them. Either it may be from the forest, that is what we can say forest, whatever you are going to have. Either it may be from the agriculture crops or residues of that agriculture. Either it may be from the municipal solid waste and the sewage waste. That is most important. It's a major area, thrust area, where it is very difficult for us to, whatever the waste that is collected, it should be disposed, and the sewage, how best we can utilize it for our day-to-day needs. That's what we are going to learn. And then animal residues, either it may be a cow dung or whatever the animals' urinals and whatever that is there, that one can be utilized. And the industrial wastes, rejected goods, or it may be packaging goods or anything, whatever that is left out, how that can be utilized. That are the different sources. That's what are available in a biomass. So now one by one we will try to understand. First one, the forest. Okay, forest is a major source of fuel. Either it may be in terms of wood, it may be providing, either it may be in terms of a charcoal or a producer gas. So as the mankind, and when the mankind has evolved, the first source of energy was wood itself. So we used to burn the wood, and then we used to get that it converted into heat energy for different applications and all. Then either it may be from the agriculture residues. Say either it may be a coconut shell, either it may be a groundnut, okay, after whatever the groundnut shell that is available, or either it may be a husk, rice, whatever you can say, husk that is available from the rice and all that. And the major source, another source is what? Sugar cane. That's what we call it as a bagasse. Okay, almost all the sugar industries, they will have a cogeneration by using this, so that they can convert that, heat it, and then convert that into steam, and then use a electrical generator coupled to it. So we will be able to have that cogeneration. Disposal is over, so you can, residues can be disposed. At the same time, you can able to have the energy will also be generated. Okay, that is the major, another important source. And then you may be having energy crops such as either sugarcane or a beetroot or oil producing plants and all that. They are a very good biofuel. Whenever we talk about bio fuels and all, they can be manufactured or they can be created by using, or by using this such a type of crops and all that. And then the most important nowadays, we are using aquatic plants such as an algae. That is a major source. And then there are a lot of research is going on this, how to use it beneficially in case of producing this biomass fuels and all that. Okay, these are the number of, and along with this, the another major source of is the waste, urban waste. Either it may be a solid waste or either it may be a sewage waste, whatever we have shown over here. So large dump of these things. So first it should be, it creates a environmental hazards. So what, as an electrical engineer, what you can do over here, so you can convert that into energy by burning it. Different processes are there, whatever we have learned in the previous classes. So one of the best method is incineration, where you will be converting this into heat energy. That heat energy can be used for producing what we can call steam, and then coupled with the generator can be used to produce electricity. At the same time, sewage is the best useful for producing the gases. These are the important sources of biomass. So what is the importance? ಏನು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸು? ಯಾಕೆ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನ ಬಯೋಮಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ? First thing is the availability of biomass. There is a lot of what we can call it as available biomass materials are there, such as either it may be a wood in terms of, or it may be cow dung, or it may be a leaf litter or agriculture residues. So and so there are number of there are large source of biomass that is available. So we can able to have this. There is a lot of scope for us to go for biomass energy. And most important, we are growing concern over the environment and sustainability development. Environment ಬಗ್ಗೆ concern ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ the other conventional fuels such as diesel, or it may be a petroleum, okay, they causes hazards to our environment. avoiding them, we can go for such a type of renewable energy sources. And then another important concept, that is decentralized power generation. ಏನಿದು decentralized power generation ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ say for example we are going to have a centralized power generation. Either it may be, for example, if you take a Karnataka as an example, there is a Kali project, there is a thermal plant in Raichur, from where we will be supplying the power to number of what we can say cities around the Karnataka. They will be supplied to the grid, through that it will be connected to. Suppose if it is a very non-connected area or a dense forest, or you can call it as the villages are far away from each other, the transmission line and the distribution lines cost for laying them will be more than starting a new generating station near to them. So this is the very best example, renewable example, what we can say, there is ambient uh, sources are available. They, by using them, I can able to use and then able to have a centralized power generation, which can be supplying a nearby small villages or a cluster of villages or a group of houses at least, so that they can be benefited from them, rather than getting the power supply from the far away places. That is one of the major advantage of using, or you can say scope, where we can able to cater our intelligence over there. And then the biomass can be used in any form. It can be used in the original form also, or it can be converted into a solid, okay, such as the cow dung and all that, whatever the liquid, or you can call a moisture is there, that can be absorbed, and then by drying and all, so they can be used and for a longer duration, and then it can be transported from one place to another. Either it can be used in the liquid form, or either it can use in the gaseous form. Such a best example is biogas. So by using that biogas, you can use it for number of applications, in case of cooking or in case of heating the farm uh, materials and all. We can use such a type of gases over here. And then the, as far as our nation India is concerned, so 90 percentage of rural households, they have got plenty of biomass energy. They will be using either in one form or the another form. They may be using a wood as a firewood, as a, for the purpose of what you can say cooking, or you can say for uh, grains and all that, if you want to dry up the grains and all for heating that purpose, all these things is. And otherwise they may be, if they have a biogas plant, they will be using that biogas plant for producing the gas, and then they will be using it for heating and other household applications. And whatever the left out from them, they can be used as a compost and all. So because of that advantages, it is better to go for biomass sources and all. And then it can be used for generation of heat for domestical and industrial purposes. Okay, group heating, whatever we can call it as, industries, nearby industries, wherever the heat is required. Okay, so when you are converting that into steam, at that same time, whatever the steam, whatever the heat that has been uh, absorbed from that, they can be used to heat and then supply to the nearby, so that the efficiency of the plant can be increased. So we'll try to go next one. What are the different conversion processes? Conversion and hang ಮಾಡಬಹುದು biomass ಅನ್ನ. One method is what we can say physical method. We call it as compression ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಈ biomass pellets ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರ. ಈಗ say for example cow dung is available. It cannot be stored as it is. So what we do, we convert that into pellets and then dry it up. Whatever the moisture is there, that will be get absorbed, so it becomes a lighter weight, and then it can be stored as well as it can be transported very easily. And then whatever the waste material is there, that will be pressed, made into briquettes, and then they can be stored as well as transported, and then the heat fuel contentability or the heat contentability will be more when we are going to moisture is absorbed from them. And then you can able to use a method called as an incineration. In this method, what we do, the biogas, whatever the biomass is there, that will be undergoes a direct combustion. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆ ಹೀಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಉಪಯೋಗಕ್ಕಾಗಿ, ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಪರ್ಪಸಸ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಕುಕಿಂಗ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ಜನರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್? Either this will help us to reduce the waste, as well as it helps us to make the environmental friendly Okay, so disposal of the waste is a very critical thing, and then this will avoid or it will reduces that disposal of the waste or whatever the waste that has been accumulated in the cities or nearby villages and all that. That is one of the best method. And another method, that is what we can call it as thermochemical. Thermochemical means what we can call either in the absence of the oxygen, we are going to heat the products such as wood and all that. So will get converted into charcoal, which can be stored and then used for a longer duration. Okay, and this method we call that as a pyrolysis. And then also it is biochemical. Okay, in case of biochemical, the animal waste undergoes the fermentation. This because of the action of the microorganisms and all that, that can be used to produce the biogas. So these are the four important processes by which I will be converting the biomass into different what we can call energy. There is a bioenergy what we can call over here. Then what are the benefits? ಏನು benefits ಬರ್ತಾವ? The first benefits is it is a renewable energy. Once I use it, again I can able to what we can say regain that energy by planting the trees, or you can call it as by collecting it from other sources and all that. So it is a renewable source of energy, and it is an environmental friendly. The pollutant emissions are very less as compared to your say for example conventional type, either it may be diesel or either it may be a thermal plants and all that. And then the most important, it reduces the problems of disposal of industrial waste and municipal urban waste. Okay, urban waste and all that, it will be in terms of when we burn and then when we convert that into biomass energy, so that will get reduced to 10 to 20 percentage of its original value. So the disposal will be very easy in these cases. And then you can use it for improved sanitization and better hygienic conditions, because whatever the waste is there, the sewage waste is there, that can be used to produce the biogas. And also nitrogen rich biogas sledges are used because they are having a very good manure ಗೊಬ್ಬರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. And also the biomass plants of any capacity can be installed and operated. So capacity doesn't limit that. Smaller capacity or a medium capacity or a large capacity you can able to have, and then able to install and then use it for your day-to-day applications. And then what is biomass briquetting? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? briquetting ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಡೆನ್ಸಿಫೈಯಿಂಗ್. ಇದೇನು ಲೂಸ್ ಏನು ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತದ ಅದನ್ನ ಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು? ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತ ಮಾಯಿಶ್ಚರ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಡ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ that will get densed up, that can be pressed and then densed. What is biomass briquetting? Are the wooden pellets made from wooden matters like sawdust ಇರಬಹುದು, ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಅವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲಾನು ನಾವು ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ಅದರದ ಬರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಬರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ವುಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಡನ್ ಬೈ ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಸ್ಕ್ವೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮಾಯಿಶ್ಚರ್, ರಿಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾಯಿಶ್ಚರ್ ಅನ್ನ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ ಬೈಂಡರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್. ಏನು ಬೈಂಡರ್ಸ್ ಅದು ಏನು ಹಾಕಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ by which we can able to use it for our application. Depending upon the application we are going to use. Okay, the moisture content, when the moisture content is less, or in the automatically what will happen, they can be used for better heating and burning firewood. It will be very better for us. They are also used in the places of fossil fuels like coal or oil for heating in the boilers. ಅವನನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಬದಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಲೋ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬಯೋಮಾಸ್ ಬ್ರಿಕ್ವಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. And then ಇವೆಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಬಯೋಮಾಸ್ ಬ್ರಿಕ್ವಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನ? Okay, they are used in different industries. Okay, the major industries are whatever I mentioned over here. Ceramic industry ಇರಬಹುದು. Okay, ಟೈಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟರಿ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ದು ಏನು ಇರ್ತದ, ಇಟ್ಟಂಗಿ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರ, ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಡೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ in case of say for example in your cotton mills and all that, and brick making units. Okay, and the rubber industry. This type of what we can say biomass briquetting is widely used for the heating purpose and all. So these are the different types of biomass briquetting that are available. Either it may be a sawdust, either it may be a so by using the sawdust I can prepare, by using the wooden savings and all that, whatever the cut down pieces are there, or straw, whatever that is available from the agriculture output, or the papers, whatever the shredded papers or what waste papers, whatever are there, we can able to combine them, or a cardboard sheets, or a megani, or a pine, or MDF briquette. Like this, you can have n number of what we can call it as different combinations of briquetting, so that they can be used for biomass energy conversion, and also they play important role in because of that lightweight, it will be very easy for us to store them and then transport from one place to another place. So this is what we are trying to learn in this session. So we started with biomass energy. We try to define the term biomass energy. Okay. Then we went for what are the sources. ಏನೇನ್ sources ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದಾವ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. They say, for example, either it may be from forest, either it may be agriculture residues, either it may be from the aquatic, okay, either it may be from the sewage and MSW, that is a municipal waste, solid waste and all. So these are the different sources what we have discussed, and along with that we discussed what are the benefits of using this and what is the importance of using biomass energy. So what we can conclude, ಏನು ನಾವು conclude ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, it is a safe method and technologically advanced of the waste disposal method. Greenhouse effects ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. And then most important for us is what you can say, it provides clean energy. That is the major source. That is what we are interested. Clean energy. Pollution level is very less. That is the most important advantage of using biomass energy. Okay. These are the books which we referred for making this content. The maximum portion we have taken it from non-conventional energy sources by B.H. Khan. Okay, and other some of the sources we have taken it from the other source, and then these are the e-resources from whatever the pictures and whatever we have taken, some of the materials we have taken it from these pictures or these e-resources. So before we end up the thing, so we will go for a small test. Try to answer these questions, and if you are not able to follow, please go through once again the video and then try to answer them. Question 1, what it says, which one of this is a renewable source of energy? ಯಾವುದು ರಿನ್ಯೂಯಬಲ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಜನರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಕೋಲ್ ಏನು, ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ವೆಲ್ತ್ ಏನು, ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಪವರ್. ಕೋಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೊಳ್ಳಿ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹಳ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ದೆನ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರೋದಿಲ್ವಾ. ದೆನ್ ಹೈಡಲ್ ಪವರ್. ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೇಜರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ವೆಲ್ತ್. ಆ ಗಿಡಗಳನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬೆಳೆಸಬಹುದು, ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ವೆಲ್ತ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾನು use ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. That is forest wealth is the answer. Then second one, the dash process is primarily responsible for biomass. Biomass ಅನ್ನ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದು ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸರ್ ನಮಗೆ ಮೇಜರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ? ಫೋಟೋಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಏನು, ರೀಸೈಕ್ಲಿಂಗ್, ಇನ್ಸಿನರೇಷನ್, ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಿಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ರೀಸೈಕ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಇನ್ಸಿನರೇಷನ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬಯೋಮಾಸ್ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್. ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಿಲ್, ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. So the major source of all the energy is what? Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆನೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು process ಆಗ್ತಾವ. So that is energy stored from the solar energy. It is called as photosynthesis. Okay. Next one is the term biomass often referred to. ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ? Inorganic matter ಗೋ, organic matter ಗೋ, chemical ಅಥವಾ nitrogen compounds. Okay. The answer is organic matter, because from this organic matter only we will get the biomass resources. Either it may be a human being or a waste, whatever you can say, either it may be from plant and all that. Okay, so this is an organic waste, that what we are interested. Next question, the question asks, dead organisms also come under the biomass? True or false? Yes, dead organisms, they get decomposed and then they convert it into number of gases and all. Yes, it's a true. The method of biomass conversion is, what are the different methods? Either it may be a thermochemical, yes, it is possible. Biochemical, yes, possible. Nanotechnology based, nowadays we are using them, yes, it is possible. So the answer will be all of these. Okay, so what is biomass briquetting? Andre ಏನು? Densification of loose biomass material ಅಥವಾ ಬಯೋಫ್ಯೂಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್, ಬಯೋಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ನನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅಬೌವ್. ಬಯೋಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಬಯೋಫ್ಯೂಲ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ? ಬ್ರಿಕ್ವಿಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಲೂಸ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, that is what we call densification of this. Okay, the answer is densification of the loose material. The biomass briquetting is widely used in, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ briquetting ಅನ್ನ? Heating ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? Yes, it is used in heating. Food processing plant? Yes, it is used in food processing plants. Yes, it is also used in brick making. So the answer is all the above. Briquettes are cheaper than coal, oil or lignite. Yes, true. Briquettes are, because we are made up of it is waste material, so automatically it becomes cheaper as compared to this coal and all that. So this is a true answer. Biomass plants are widely used in rural area. ಯಾಕ ರೂರಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾದಾಗನ ಬಯೋಮಾಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹಾಕ್ತಿವಿ? Major advantage is what? Availability of a cow dung, agriculture waste, wood and all. Less space, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇರ್ತದ. Less water, no, water is available also. Far from the load center, load village ಅನ್ನ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಮಣಿಯನ್ನ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, so it is nearer to the load center. So the answer that comes out to be availability of cow dung, agriculture waste, etc. Okay, so this is the answer. Sugarcane is used to produce. ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಶುಗರ್ ಕೇನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಬಯೋ ಇಥನಾಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಬಯೋಡೀಸೆಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ಬಯೋಗ್ಯಾಸ್, ನನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅಬೌವ್. So sugar is the major source for bioethanol gas. So it is used for bioethanol gases and all that. So this is regarding what we can say, some of the multiple choice questions which have been designed for this course. Those who are not able to answer properly, please go through once again the video, try to understand and then try to answer the questions. I wholeheartedly thank all the members of this team who are directly or indirectly helped me to make this content. I once again thank you, all of you. Before we end up the session, okay, if you have got any suggestions regarding the video, regarding the presentation, regarding the content, whatever we have put over here, whether it is as per the syllabus or any tools, whatever I have used, or the format in which I have presented, all these things, you can give your valuable suggestions and then mail it to lms.dtek@gmail.com. We will try to improve our presentation or content or modify the things in the coming videos. It will be very helpful for us. Okay, once again, I thank all of you. Thank you.